Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Let's talk about the US stock indices and some special requests for stock or US stocks. We're gonna see multiple of them today. So we're gonna start with NASDAQ, and I'm gonna dive with NASDAQ a little bit in a deep analysis as we do in the other channels for the gold, silver, and for Bitcoin as well on the crypto channel. Don't forget to follow and to subscribe, of course, on the other channels if you are interested. So basically, we are in a 1, 2, and a 1, 2, and then 3. We're looking for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 to finish the major wave 3 as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We are looking for our 1.618, which is taken from the wave 1, and of course, based on the wave 2 to give us the 1.618, 37K, $822, which is of course a most common target for a wave 3. And here we are, we're entering the general zone area here for the target for a wave 5. This wave 5 is taken actually from the internal impulse, which is of course the wave 1, and based on the wave 3 to give us the large area here as a general area for a target in a wave 5 here, which is in confluence as a precision within the wave 3, which it has to finish, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 around the 1.618 here, 37K 800. Great. So currently we're looking at a wave 5. This wave 5 for wave 3 is still, of course, unfolding in double 1, 2. You're going to see this much more closer in double 1, 2 and wave 3, 4. And then obviously, this is an expanding flat wave 4 without invalidation. Wave 5, and again, another signal that we're not done with a small wave 5 there. And the wave 5 is still unfolding toward the upside, and very likely we need to finish 5 waves here, meaning one more push towards higher prices. It can be an impulse even for 505 here, or it can be a diagonal and then we push toward the downside, guys. So we're gonna see this, of course, much more in the micro level, where we start to analyze, of course, much more deeper and in detail. But before doing that, let's dive in the weekly here. Something very new, of course, for NASDAQ that we never did before. This is, of course, a deep analysis here. On the weekly, we are looking at our channeling for that wave 5. The wave 5 that we saw on the all-time history is, of course, currently in a zoom in, and we're looking at the channeling, which is taken from the zone 1 here, the base channel based on the wave 2, give us a signal that this is a wave 3 unfolding once you break the base channel here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5 unfolding again. The wave 3 top here has claimed our acceleration channel, which is taken from the wave 2 and based on that wave 3. And that means, of course, once the price gets out of the acceleration channel, it seeks, as usual, to fill the gap between the base channel and the acceleration channel here, which is, of course, obviously has been filled perfectly here, as we can see. And if you want, we can put it here in a triangle, as usual we do for our presentation here. So this red gap is always to be filled between the base channel and the acceleration channel. And here we are. Normally it hits the base channel top here, and it starts to push towards the upside, towards the acceleration channel again, to at least hit the lower line here, or the lower part for a NASDAQ. Now, basically, because this impulse is very, very strong from the beginning, and as you can see, the wave 3 has started to explode directly outside of the base channel, the wave 5 somehow is becoming a little bit not that much easy. I mean, like, the momentum has started to reduce because, of course, of this stronger trend here, meaning it is possible even that, yeah, the momentum will not be able exactly to hit the lower part here of the acceleration channel, but it's trying to. Meaning, in case that this is a large wave 1, 2 here, wave 3, 4, and a 5, you might get a short wave 5, guys, to finish here an impulse extended wave 1, wave 4, no invalidation, and then, of course, pushing toward the downside massively for a bearish market. Meaning, one more high, at least here for NASDAQ, is still expected to finish up, of course, the wave 1, and looking for 3 waves, corrective wave 2, and very likely to get out even of the base channel. So expect something very, very massive here. Now, basically, also, I would like to mention that, okay, there is a probability even for a larger wave 5 here. By all means, 1, 2, wave 3, Wave 4, because you didn't touch the 0.38 normally for wave 2, meaning this higher probability that it is a wave 4, and the wave 5 is unfinished. That means the wave 5 itself, it can transform to another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, touching exactly the acceleration channel here, and then dropping toward the downside. Now, something very interesting in common. Look, what do we have, guys? The targets that we saw in the monthly and in the cycles, the 1.61837K 800, is so much in confluence exactly within the acceleration channel here, in case that this probability will unfold as a very high impulse still toward the upside. How much beautiful is that? So we'll see, of course, if this is going to happen. Of course, we'll not go following this like blindly. We have to keep, of course, an eye internally and on the micro level how this is going to unfold. Are we looking for one single move here and we push down, we fail to take the high? Or are we going in a huge impulse again toward the upside to finish the main wave 5 as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? So that is very two interesting scenarios here that it might happen, and we're gonna keep that path here, by the way, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, something like that, guys. So here we go. One more push toward the upside. And that means, of course, this is a 5 waves itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitting the acceleration, pushing down. Or simply finishing 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, pushing down. By all means, as a conclusion for the macro here, we are looking, of course, for a high probability to push toward the upside sooner or later, guys. Yep, so that was it for the channeling. Let's move to the probabilities on the daily here. Now, for the daily, as we mentioned, we're still looking for something higher. Now, whether this is playing a wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, as we mentioned on the weekly channeling analysis, which it can be, of course, a diagonal, meaning, of course, pushing very high here towards a wave 3 and then a 4 and a 5. Or we have simply this drop and we push toward the upside and that's it. Meaning one push here is taken the low as expected also in our red zone area, the target. And then that's it, guys. All right, so that would be it. Basically, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to keep this red line there. And this red line will go over there. There you go. Those are the probabilities here that we are looking for. Meaning, even if we push very high here, once this wave 3 becomes longer than the wave 3 there, which is considered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning the wave 5 is longer than wave 3, directly we go into an impulse, meaning a 3, 4, and a 5. Let's put the key level in this case. So that means if we cross the 121 Fibonacci level, 36K 821, this is our bullish flag, not a top. It's a bullish flag. It means wave 3 will continue a little bit, then dropping down, then pushing wave 5, and then, of course, we drop down. That's the market, guys. This is how it works, up and downs, guys. But yeah, it depends on the scenarios, right? So this is exactly what we are looking for, guys, in those probabilities for NASDAQ. 4 hours chart, or let's say 2 hours chart here, a little bit much more in the micro level. So basically, we are testing here a 1, 2. Now we hit the 0.38. It's a signal of a wave 2 there that it can be finished and we push for higher. Signal of strength has been given last week here with a large impulse toward the upside, 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and wave 5 to continue toward the upside. 15-minute chart, wave 5 has started already in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, A, B, and a C wave 2, and then we push toward the upside again. Therefore, the probabilities are still very high here for NASDAQ to open the market with some green, and we might see, of course, even a green week for NASDAQ, guys. Yep, so this is regarding NASDAQ. We'll see, guys, what's going to happen, but basically, this is the highest probability. And we are going to, of course, manage our new probabilities here. Let's go and find them. Here we go. So we are 70% bullish against bearish, and I'm going to keep it like that because, of course, I'm still waiting for the wave 2 to be done and finished and to get a signal of strength, even I'm gonna just give it as usual 5% only when we are in a correction here. So once the wave 2 here, the smaller one, will give the signal that we're continuing toward the upside and taking this high there, the 70% bullish comes back. And also, of course, we might push higher than 70% once we confirm, of course, like an impulse here, meaning 5 ways up, 3 ways down, and we break the high. Even it will go 75% bullish against 25% for the bearish. Very interesting. We'll see what's gonna happen this week, guys. It's a tense week here, waiting for the US indices. Now for SPX, as well on the 4-hour chart, we're not gonna dive so much into the deep analysis for SPX because almost SPX is following NASDAQ, guys, as usual. And of course, if NASDAQ is bullish, then we are expecting the same for SPX. Basically, we are in an A, B, C, D, and it can be, of course, a finished triangle, A, B, C, D, and an E here. And you're pushing toward the upside here impulsively as well as the same as NASDAQ. It's a very, very clear impulse. We mentioned that we're going to get a deep wave 4. We got it, and we push in a wave 5 continuously toward the upside. The wave 5 is unfolding here. Another wave 2, that because you finished a wave 1, and very likely, okay, it can be careful, it can be a finished wave 5 there, meaning the whole impulse is done. And that means, of course, like a large wave 1, 2, and then continuation toward the upside. But we're gonna test that during, of course, this week. So we are looking after the 0.38 here on the market opening 7K500, and I'm looking for a reaction from there to push toward the upside. And even if we break this zone, of course, a red flag, but we still have one more area, the perfect fib levels for a wave 2 before we push massively again for higher prices. Probabilities are still, of course, bullish, but we're gonna give the correction it's right. So we're gonna give it a 65 currently, and against, of course, a 25%. Be careful once we break, of course, this level, then we're gonna go, of course, towards a 55% here in this zone. 55% for the bullish. If broken, then okay, we go back 50-50. And even if we see like a weakness again, taking the lows there, we're going bearish, right? But currently, we're still, of course, in a bullish momentum. That was it for SPX. Let's see Dow Jones. For Dow Jones also, of course, after this massive drop last week, it has, of course, recovered directly, finishing an A, B, and a C here, wave 2. And then pushing very, very down there after an expanding diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, A, B, and a C. Very massive drop for a wave C. And what is very interesting is that we didn't took the invalidation of the bullish and starting a new signal of strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning another 1, 2, and then continuation toward the upside is very, very likely here for a Dow Jones. Therefore, we're looking as well at the opening here for the 0.38 at 52K216. This is gonna bring, of course, our probability to 65 bullish against 35 bearish, because that was an older probability after, of course, or before this push or confirmation of the wave 5 as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna give it, of course, it's right as well. But because we are in a correction, I give it even less, 5%. So not 70, it's 65. Until we finish this correction and we get another signal of strength, then we push higher with probabilities again. That was it for the US indices, and we're gonna move with our special request. And we're gonna start with CK. Hello, buddy. Thank you for the next one. Another one from the long-term stocks list, Adobe. You're very welcome, CK. Of course, Adobe is one of the most important one. So let's see Adobe what it did. Adobe, not Abodi. Yeah. So here we go. All right. Let's see out of the box first, and then we dive a little bit deeper. So basically, I'm gonna arrange this. There you go. All right. So with Adobe leading diagonal wave 1, wave 2, ABC, nice. followed by a 1-2 and then another 1-2, an internal wave 3 here. So 1-2-3. This is definitely your wave 3, the major one after double 1-2 here. And we're looking also at of course a correction. Now this correction was expected anyway to reach this zone area and probably to get the 0.38 Fibonacci level. I don't know, it's a very old presentation, guys. Let me just there you go. So this is our wave 4 red zone area here. I was expecting the 1-to-1 A, B, and a C, but the market was even a little bit more aggressive to take the 0.38 after it, and then starting to push towards the upside, meaning 1, 2, and then 3, wave 4 finished, and wave 5 signal of strength. Let's check that. Oh, yes. So this is a very nice signal of strength. We're looking here at a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, A, B, and a C wave 2. You take the high, confirmation, ting, check. All right. So basically, we are bullish again for ADOBE here. Very interesting. We're looking then for a wave 5, I believe. Yes. So the wave 5 is unfolding. To the upside here, we're looking for the 0.5 Fibonacci level. So wave 5, there you go. The green zone 1197. Very interesting. I have to write this again on my paper here. I should put those signals, guys. Lately I started with this thing like we're analyzing the stocks for the special request by video, but I'm forgetting to put the signals in our Discord here. This is a problem. We have to manage this. But I know that you love the video way, but we're gonna see how. Look, even SNDK, I forgot to continue it. Okay, let's put SNDK as well. I think someone asked for it. All right, so let's see the next one, guys. So stock request. So that was it for ADOBE. That's from CK. All right, this one is done. Aish, how you doing, buddy? For taking time, you're very welcome. With me asking, oh, okay. Oh, that was just a thank you. All right, you're very welcome, Aish. Always a pleasure, man. All right, Alexandru, hello, buddy. Can you check ULTA? All right, ULTA Beauty. Let's see. I think, yeah, we might did this one before. I think yes. Here we go. All right. Why I do just wave B? Let me check. Why is it only wave B? All right, that's why. Okay, so yeah, it's an ABC, right? So very clear impulse, and of course, three ways corrective. We barely touch the 0.38, and that means yes, it is a wave B, and you're looking for a wave C. Very likely here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Basically, the wave 3 is not yet finished, of course. This is your impulse wave 3. So let's do a new. Okay, yeah. So this is a logarithmic fib level, and I was putting the linear there because I'm always logic, right? So I try always to be safer for you as well, guys. So therefore, I don't go to the moon directly with my fibs here when only I see like a huge gap, especially that this is already a double price. Like you are now 512 and you're looking for a target towards a 1000. So if I put the logarithmic here, it's going to be like very huge here. We're talking about 3,700. And now it can happen, definitely, guys. Yes, it can happen. But to be safer, of course, I go fib levels as linear first and seek after the reaction. If the reaction there is a slow and a small correction, then okay, I go logarithmic again. All right. So this is how it works, guys. So what I'm afraid of here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, then boom, going down, right? So we gotta be careful. That's why I keep it in mind. So I'm gonna put the lines there, and that we're looking here potentially can be, of course, an ending diagonal for the linear fib level. But if we go impulsively 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, then directly I switch to the logarithmic, guys. All right. Now, basically, wave C, you're seeking for higher, definitely. Let's dive inside it a little bit here. You got a signal of strength. It is kind of like an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Correction, signal of strength. Again, let's go in the 4-hour chart here. So the last move that you got here from that low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's a signal of strength, guys. You continue toward the upside, definitely here. You're pushing for higher. All right, we're pushing for higher. Meaning, yeah, can be, of course, your target 1,000 there. But if you want to be more precise and safe, you can look after the wave 5 diagonal as well. All right, to inside this box there. Great. So that would be a little bit more safer, like $834. Okay, that's much more logic. And you want always like the sandwich, the half of it, like I mean in the middle of it, not the borders, right? So yeah, be careful always, just to not get into a trap. You know, that would be the thing. So we'll see what's gonna happen, and yeah, we'll see with ULTA. So the next one we have here is IBM from Hung. Yes, for sure, we can take a look at it. You're very welcome. So Hung, we are looking for IBM. All right. So for IBM here, I think, yeah, we saw this before, but I don't know. As usual, I don't know if it is my fault or is it by trading view here that they always messed up my count here. It's not the first time, not the third, not the 10th time. I don't know, guys, what's going on. But here we go. So basically, aha, very, very interesting signal that we are very impulsive here. Wow, 1-to-1 Fibonacci level broken here for a wave 5 in a diagonal. In case you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's a bullish flag, large bullish flag. I love that signal. This is my favorite, guys, just to let you know. My favorite one is always when you are seeking at a potential ending diagonal and I test the 1-to-1 Fibonacci level. This is where most of the traders and beginners think that that's it, we will drop down. And this is exactly when on our channels, all of them, I claim bullish. And many, and of course, many comments goes really weird on me at that time because I think that's it. But once you break this level, this is the most bullish scenario. I'm going to explain. A, B, and a C, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, by the way. This can be, of course, a wave 1 there in a way, because it looks like a massive move there. We got, of course, the confirmation that it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. So this is the highest probability right now. I'm going to remove the Y, by the way. Here we go, because it's not logic anymore. Basically, where we are looking here at a massive wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5 right now. This wave 5 is a potential double 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. But we got to be careful here because we interfere. So let me check something first. Let's do this in details. Let me check. Oh, we didn't took it. All right. Okay, if we didn't took the low there, but it looks for me 3 waves. Okay, it's a running flat, definitely. It's a running flat. It's an A 3 waves, B 3 waves, and a C, of course, impulse failing to take the low with a very tiny gap, meaning, of course, truncation, which turning into running flat. And that means, of course, it's a 1, 2 here, and this is your wave 3, this is your wave 4 without invalidation, and a wave 5. There you go. And that means here we are looking at a wave 5 to finish this impulse, wave 3, and we're looking later for another wave 4 here and a wave 5. And here where we go much more bullish. Why? We broke the 1-to-1 Fibonacci level. It's done. It's bullish, right? Currently, to be on the safe side, of course, you want to test a wave 4. That means if this is your wave 4 here after a 1, 2, and then wave, sorry, this is your wave 4 there, and this is your wave 5. Sorry, guys. So you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Sorry. So basically, wave 5, to test it, of course, if it's going for higher, because I see something going higher, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This might be a correction for, of course, this invalidation. There you go. So invalidation of bullish. There you go. 137. Here, where we can claim something more bearish or a very deep correction, meaning the very deep correction is your wave 2 here as minimum target. There you go, which is $50. Wow, very psychological one. ABC, boom, pushing for higher later on. But I still see something here. Let's go in the daily to show you what do I see exactly. So on the daily here, you have a diagonal. All right, you have a diagonal, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, and then 1, 2, right, and then having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is of course your wave 3 there, and then A, B, and a C expanding flat, expanding flat, yes, expanding flat for of course wave 4. Let me count this. So meaning you are here in a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished over there for a wave 3, currently wave 4, and a wave 5. There you go. Here we go. Now, wave 4 is very complex. That's very understandable. It's an expanding triangle, actually. A, B, C, D, and an E here, but very expanding. So be careful. This is the most dangerous pattern and very, very rare. But basically, we're pushing toward the upside. It's corrective, of course. All right. We're still pushing for higher and very likely to reach here. There you go. Wave 5/1. There you go. So we're looking here for this wave 5 to still hit, of course, this potential target around the $430. Sorry, it took some time, but yeah, very interesting patterns that we got in this chart and very educative, I would say, right? For the diagonal, giving higher potential for an impulse and etc. Right? So yeah, that was it for IBM. Okay, next one that was for Hung, and the next one for Devrim. Low time frame, please. All right, we're gonna take a look at SanDisk because lately this one is very recommended, and I mean requested, not recommended. I mean, no financial advice with anything, guys. But of course, it's a nice chart. I cannot complain about it, right? I love this chart, like the direction of the market. I love to see it visibly with an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Do you wanna really succeed in trading, guys? Start from there, right? Change your vision, all right, your perspective, how to choose and to select the right stocks. Goes all-time history. Take a look at the direction of the market. Let it be upward, simply as that. Just let it be an impulse upward, right? Even if it is corrective 3 waves, stay away. When you start corrective, stay away. It's corrective at the end. It's gonna be a very massive drop sooner or later for wave B or an X. Therefore, always bullish and always impulsive. Because also as a logic, it's not that I prefer bullish. It's the right logic because you don't want to invest your money in a failure. You don't want to invest in a corrective company. You want to invest in an impulsive company, right? Or stock, whatever. But I'm just trying to simplify it. Yeah, so the thing is that we are looking here at a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is a double 1, 2, and we have wave 3 finished, 4 and a 5 to finish wave 3, wave 4 in the blue count right now, unfolding and very likely to be finished in our perfect target and of course the 1-to-1 Fibonacci level. Perfectly. W, X, wave Y, very nice, signal of strength, check, right? Ding, I would say. Okay, so basically we're looking here for a wave 5, a 3, 4, and a 5. And of course, we're looking at those all counts to be finished exactly in our green zone here. That's a very nice 1 cent disc. I'm gonna, yeah, already written on my paper. So we're gonna put the signal in our Discord, guys. So expect at least the $3,459. All right. That was it for today, guys. I wish you a nice or what has left from the weekend. So enjoy it and let's prepare ourselves for the tension that is coming this week, guys. Stay safe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Welcome to KG Trading Discord community, the place where you get everything you need to stay updated with the market, get important community news, weekly reports, channel updates, all in one place. Be the first to know when a new YouTube video or member-only video is available with instant notifications in our Discord. Receive quick morning market updates before a YouTube analysis for Bitcoin, gold, silver, and the US stock indices. You can request a technical analysis for your favorite crypto coins or stocks and join our communities for crypto stocks and metals. Get trading signals, entry levels, targets, and risk management strategies to help you trade with more confidence and more safety. You also get access to our trading view charts, Elliott Wave setup, and special KG trading indicators. You can join us through Patreon or YouTube membership using the links below. I'm looking forward to welcoming you to the KG trading community.